Your soul is a battlefield, and the enemy is betting you won't read this. The invisible war for the heart. In the quiet corners of the digital age, a silent war rages. It isn't fought with steel or fire, but with glances, thoughts, and the slow erosion of the human spirit. Lust is often dismissed as a private sin or a biological byproduct, but the Catholic tradition and the wisdom of the saints tell a different story. The video, 3 Things the Devil Doesn't Want You to Know About Lust, peels back the veil on this spiritual combat. To understand the gravity of lust, we must first understand the dignity of the person. As Catholics, we believe we are made imago Dei, in the image and likeness of God. Lust is the systematic deconstruction of that image. It is the tactical move of the devil to turn a someone into a something. 1. Lust is a thief of vision, not an excess of love. The first thing the enemy hides is the true nature of the look. We often hear the world say that lust is just loving beauty too much. However, the Church teaches that lust is actually the poverty of love. St. Thomas Aquinas defined love as willing the good of the other. Lust does the opposite. It wills the pleasure of the self at the expense of the other. When Christ spoke in the Sermon on the Mount, he didn't just condemn the physical act of adultery, he went deeper. But I say to you, everyone who looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. The devil wants you to believe that your internal world doesn't matter as long as your external actions remain clean. But the Church teaches that the heart is the dwelling place where we either meet God or exclude Him. Lust blinds the spiritual eye. It prevents us from seeing the beauty of the soul because we are hyper-focused on the utility of the body. By reducing a child of God to a tool for gratification, we lose the ability to see the world as God sees it, full of persons to be loved, not objects to be used. 2. The illusion of freedom and the reality of slavery. The second secret the enemy guards is the outcome of indulgence. The modern world markets lust under the banner of sexual liberation. The devil whispers that true freedom is the ability to do whatever feels right in the moment. However, the Catholic doctrine offers a more sobering reality. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 2339, notes that chastity includes an apprenticeship in self-mastery, which is a training in human freedom. The devil doesn't want you to know that lust is a trap of diminishing returns. It is like drinking salt water to quench thirst. The more you feed it, the more it demands, and the less satisfied you feel. St. Augustine, who struggled deeply with this vice before his conversion, famously wrote in his Confessions about the shackles of his own desires. True freedom is not the ability to follow every impulse. It is the power to say yes to what is truly good. When we succumb to lust, we aren't becoming free spirits. We are becoming slaves to a chemical spike and a spiritual void. The enemy wants you addicted because an addicted soldier cannot fight. A man or woman enslaved by lust is a person whose will is fractured, making them ineffective in their vocation and distant from their Creator. 3. The power of small victories and divine mercy. The third and perhaps most vital thing the enemy wants to hide is how easily his power is broken through humility and the sacraments. He wants you to feel shame, not contrition. Shame says, I am bad, I should hide from God. Contrition says, I have done something bad, I must run to my Father. The devil thrives in the dark. He wants your struggle with lust to stay a secret because secrets grow in the shadows. This is why the sacrament of reconciliation is so terrifying to the enemy. When a soul confesses a sin of lust, they aren't just getting a legal pardon, they're receiving the grace of integrity, the reintegration of their fragmented self. The Church reminds us of the theology of the body as popularized by St. John Paul II. He taught that the body has a nuptial meaning. It is meant to be a gift. Lust is the theft of that gift, but God's mercy is a restorative fire. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability, but with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. The way of escape is often found in the small daily mortifications, turning the eyes away, a quick prayer to the Blessed Mother, or the habit of frequenting the Eucharist. The devil wants you to think the mountain is too high to climb, but the Church provides the oxygen of grace to make the ascent possible. The path forward, interior cleansing. The battle against lust is not won by willpower alone, but by displacement. You can't simply empty your mind of lust, you must fill it with a greater love. To conquer the vice of lust, one must cultivate the virtue of chastity. Chastity is often misunderstood as a no to sex. In reality, it is a yes to the true meaning of sex, as a total, faithful, fruitful, and permanent gift of self within marriage. It is the spiritual energy that defends love from selfishness. Practical steps for the faithful. 1. Guarding the senses. Be mindful of the media you consume. If it ignites the fire, walk away. 2. The 5-second rule. In moments of temptation, offer a prayer like the Jesus prayer within the first 5 seconds to reclaim your focus. 3. Sacramental life. Regular confession and the Eucharist are the primary weapons of the spiritual life. 4. Devotion to Mary. As the Immaculate Conception, Mary is the ultimate model of purity. Asking for her intercession can provide a mantle of protection against the enemy's arrows. The enemy wants you to stay in the cycle of lust because it keeps you small, distracted, and numb. But you were made for greatness. You were made for a love that doesn't end when the screen goes dark or the impulse fades. You were made for the beatific vision, the moment when we will see God face to face and finally understand what beauty truly is. Don't let the enemy steal your vision. Reclaim your heart, trust in the mercy of Jesus, and live the freedom of a child of God. If you found this spiritual breakdown helpful and want to arm yourself with more truths of the faith, subscribe now and join our community in the fight for holiness.